Welcome to Module 1. I'm really excited you're here with me on this journey, and we're gonna start and I'm gonna talk about where to buy the car, where to purchase it, where to purchase the car and get 30, 40 and up to 50% on your next car. I know it sounds really great, and I'm really grateful that you're gonna be with me on this journey. I've been on this journey for 15 years and I'm gonna show you everything I know, and you're gonna save lots of money on your next car. And we're gonna start with options. When you think you're gonna buy a new car, where are you gonna go? You have few options. You have car dealer or you have private party. And I think it covers 95% of all of you. When you think about the new car, it's either car dealership or private party. And we're gonna go into each of them, we're gonna dissect it, and we're gonna see its advantages and disadvantages. And we're gonna start with a car dealer. I think it's default option, right? So especially if you want a new car, you always go to the new car dealership. You go to Nissan, you go to Toyota, you go to Lexus, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and that's the place you go and you shop. For used car dealership, you have official ones, same Lexus, Toyota, and you have smaller used car dealers that buy the cars, they prep them and they sell them. And each of them has, of course, its advantages and its disadvantages. But before we go into this, I want to share with you a little secret. You know, when you see the price of the car, you need to understand that's not just the price for the car. Because if it's at the car dealership lot, it has first the price of acquisition. You know, the dealer purchased the car. It's either trade-in, he got it from some other dealer, he got it from the auction, doesn't matter. He paid the price for the car. He also done repairs. I mean, every car is retail ready, so it needs to be nice. They need maybe just clean it, wash it, detail it, but sometimes it takes bumper repairs, you know, maybe they did not only repairs, but repainted it, maybe windshield, maybe something else, just repairs, okay? And there's of course overhead. You know, dealers have staff, they pay money for office, they pay money for insurance, for dealer license, and so on. So this overhead adds up. And every business is there for profit, of course. So yeah, dealership is no exception. So when you add acquisition price, repair cost, overhead, and profit, you actually get the price of the car. So sometimes when you see the car and you're gonna start negotiating with a dealer, you need to understand that it's not just the price they paid for the car, but it's also different things went into it. Repairs, as I said, profit, overhead, and so on and so on. So car dealers, its advantages. And first of all, of course, if it's official dealer, the biggest advantage is trustworthy. You trust the guys. If it's a Lexus dealer, it's not gonna sell you a bad car. Because first of all, it has warranty, they've done all the prep work for it, they fix it, and it's it. You know, you buy used Lexus RX 350, it's a used Lexus RX 350. So nothing will go wrong with that. And if it's a BMW, you buy certified BMW, you have extra warranty, and that's great. Okay. So, and of course it's a fixed price. So you see online, you go to Auto Trader, you go to cars.com, you search for the car, you see the price, and that's plus minus the price you pay for the car. It's a sale ready. So it means the car is in great condition, it looks nice, you just come, buy, and you drive off. And most, you know all the history of the car. So the guy's there to show it for you, there is Carfaxes they're gonna show you, and it's for free. Most dealers, provide it to you just as a courtesy, you just check it, you don't need to pay for Carfax, it's pretty expensive. So you know everything about it. And there's disadvantages. Of course, it's official dealer. If you go to official BMW Lexus, you're gonna pay, it's gonna be a high price. They value their cars proper, they've done all the work for it, so it's gonna be pricey. And price negotiation, sometimes it's stressful. You wanna pay this amount of money, they in the car like higher, and you start like going back and forward. It's a little bit of stress. If you buy the car from the used car dealership and it's not official, so believe me, you're gonna find out there's gonna be hidden damages, there's gonna be some issues. It may be minor issues, it may be major issues. It depends what year of the car, what kind of car is that, and so on. And you need to understand, when used car dealers, not official ones, they want to make profit, they usually look for cheap cars. They see the cars with, like it's kind of like beaten up, it's tired, and they do repairs, and repairs are usually cosmetic. It's quick and cheap repairs, and then they can get big profit. And that's a disadvantage, because I've done it many times. You look online, it looks great, but you go there, you're on your own, or you send an inspector, and then you find out lots of issues there, and it's time consuming. Okay, the next one is a private party, and it's a great option to buy, and there is lots of resources for this. There is ebay.com, there is cars.com, there is AutoTrader, there is Craigslist, there is a new one that's bringatrailer.com. I think it's a very popular one, so you can see some really high-end cars, very collectible, valuable, and so on. But we're talking about not collectible cars, we're talking about like cars for every day, and private party is great. Its advantages: usually you find really good deals, because when the private party wants to sell, it wants to sell quick. Of course, they have options to go to the dealers, they do trade-in, but usually they get paid like very low amount of money, so guys try to sell the car on their own. So, its advantages: you can negotiate the price, you there, the seller is there, so when buyer and seller at the same spot, you negotiate it, you get the price, and you drive off, okay? And the guy is there, private party, he's willing to sell and you're willing to buy. So it usually works pretty good. But there's disadvantages. And I think the biggest disadvantage for private party, it's scam. It's lots of them. You go to the advertisement, it looks good, the price is amazing. You call the guy or you just email the guy, and nothing happens. So they gather your phone numbers, they gather your email, and then they spam you later. But sometimes it's real scams. So they say, yeah, the car is here, it's in Florida, you're in California, or you're in Minnesota, the car is in Washington, we're gonna ship it to you. So, just do deposit 30% on our bank account, and we're gonna get it started. But it's a scam, and lots of scams there nowadays. There is hidden damages, like if you're not professional, like mechanic, if you're not inspector, you probably won't find these hidden damages. And if somebody sells the car, they know about these issues, they're never gonna tell you. Rarely the case is I go to see the car and the guy is going to tell me, oh, there is issue here, there is issue there, there was accident here, no. They tell you it's a perfect car, I've driven it to work, it was very reliable, no issues, I change oil regularly, and so on and so on. So most of these cars, I highly recommend do inspection on them, and it takes time. It's time consuming. So it brings you to, my secret. So what's our secret? Where are we going to buy the cars? So we're going to buy them at auto auctions. There are many auto auctions in the United States, and the major ones, it's 4 of them actually. It's Manheim, it's Copart, it's Odessa, and it's Insurance Auto Auction. They're all great auctions. There are also some private auctions in each state, in each big city. We're not going to cover them because it's going to take, this course would be like hundreds of hours. That's impossible to cover. So we're going to concentrate on the only auto auctions that allow you to save up to 50% on your next car. And we're going to talk about salvage auto auction. And I know many of you think, oh, salvage. Oh, I don't want to do anything with salvage. And usually there is a bad perception of the word salvage, because I was in this case, I was in this situation. So back in the day, it was 2004, and I purchased Toyota Celica. I believe it was 2003 Toyota Celica. It was a great deal. I found it on I cannot believe it, maybe AutoTrader, maybe like website like that. And it was a salvage. And the guy said it was like in a minor accident, but the price was great. It was $6,000 compared to the used one back then was, I believe, like $14,000. So I was thinking, gosh, I'm going to save $8,000? Is it legal? And and the car looks good. I mean, I saw it was repainted, but I wasn't professional. It was just the beginning, and I said like, okay, it looks good. So I've done the paperwork. I gave them cash. I pick up the car, and OMG, issues started to happen. First of all, I took it to kind of like inspection. There was no AC blown. So I took it to the mechanic, and he said, condenser is missing. Actually, you don't have AC unit there. I'm like, oh, can we put it there? And he said, no, you need to replace the whole engine. And I'm like, how much is going to cost me? He said $5,000. I'm like, Great. Okay, so forget about AC, and there are lots of issues. So I started taking the car to one guy, another guy, and they were just like saying like this car was done in garage. It was poorly repaired, and you're gonna have lots of issues with it. Just sell it, get rid of it, do whatever it needs to, but just get rid of it. Actually, the transmission went bad on this car. Actually, I learned all my lessons about salvage car. If if anything could go wrong, it happened with me. So I know salvage, really good. But not all salvage is bad. There is salvage that is good, and I'm just gonna cover it in this course. You're gonna learn everything, and at the end, you're gonna know which cars to select, which cars are good value, and which cars we're gonna avoid. So first of all, we're not gonna buy the car on the left, okay? So my Toyota Celica was probably like that. To be honest, I have no idea, the previous pictures, it was back in the days, 2004, I couldn't find it, but I think it was close to that because, we found the frame damage, unibody was damaged really badly. So the engine was kind of like on a passenger seat. I think it was damaged like that. There is actually good damages, and we're gonna cover them. And it's actually on the right. You see the car is kind of like looking good. Yeah, there are cars like that looking good, and they're a salvage. So what it takes for car to get salvage title? So usually it's accident. The car gets an accident. Insurance company sends their guy to do estimates on repairs. He estimates it and they say, oh, that's going to be pretty expensive. And it depends on the state. Some states say like 50% or more of cost of repair towards the cost of the car, it's salvage. Some states it's 85% and so on and so on. So they're not going to do repairs. Insurance company pays the guy the full amount for the car, what it's worth right now, and actually they provide car with a salvage title and they send it to auction to sell it. And as I said, salvage is good. You just need to learn what to choose. You don't get like fire damage. You don't get like a heavy accidents. We're gonna concentrate on theft recovery, hail damage, repossession, impound. There are gonna be some nature accidents, animal hit, and minor flood. We're gonna cover all of that. You're gonna learn about that, and you're gonna be like a pro, believe me. My personal example, that's my recent car, 2016 Dodge Charger SRT, 6.4 liter, 485 horsepower. It's a beast. It's a beautiful car. And I purchased it for $20,000. I put $3,000 in repairs. It's included new tires. It's included some, actually I have video, I'll show it to you later. But anyways, I was $23,000 in this car. And when I purchased the car, actually the cheapest used car for 2016 Dodge Charger SRT, it's a pretty good, with pretty good options, it was $38,000. So I saved $15,000. Guys, it's 15000. It's a lot of money, it's a great car. I enjoy it thoroughly. Another example, that's our client. It's a 2014 Jeep Compass. It's a theft recovery. He purchased the car for $1,450. He put some money repairs in it. It was, I believe, total price was $3,500. That's with a broker fee, with auction fees, everything included. Minor repairs, $3,500. Compare it to $10,000 if you go to Auto Trader right now. That's pretty good. It's impressive. $6,500 saved. Amazing. Next car is 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage. $5,000 saved on this one. Purchase price was $4,050. He put all the money in with the auction fees and so on, $6,740. Compare it to $12,000. Pretty cool, huh? 2017 Nissan Sentra. It's a very cool car. It's a turbo car, and the guy was beaten. He got the video himself. He purchased for $8,900. He put all the money, transportation, everything, $11,867. And compared to $24,000, he saved $12,000. Guys, do you like these stories? I love these stories. So let's go to auctions in details. I'm going to show you Copart. I'm going to talk about insurance auto auctions. I'm going to give you all the details, and we're going to dive in and see everything you need to know to save 30, 40, and maybe 50% on your next car. Let's do it.